And welcome back to M876 Gaming. My name's Morgan. This is American Truck Simulator in VR. Trying something different. We've got the Mack Anthem loaded up. So we need to get a cargo and start hauling. I should be able to see the chat in the bottom here with the pinned window, but I am expecting technical difficulties as this is the first go at VR. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so we left this girl out on the street, so we just need to jump in and then go and pick up a load, do a quick run and see how she goes. We've also got the Mack R loaded up, which I haven't tried before. Fire the old girl up.
Keep right and then turn right. Turn right.
Alright. There's our green. Let's punch it.
Get ready to turn left.
I'm not actually sure where that route I've said is trying to take us, but
turn left.
a few dips in the frame rate around some of the more impressive structures. The airship up there. We might just grab a load here. Just grab the first load we can find.
I'll find a new route.
Alright.
Please, make a U-turn when possible. Okay, no jobs, you kidding me? Where's this one going? I want to do a short one. We haven't driven the Anthem before, so let's see how she goes. So the current job is hauling cables from Los Angeles to Yuma. I'm not sure if this Mack's any more heavy on the FPS than the standard trucks. It's definitely a very detailed model. Turn right.
Get her out the gate. Now before we take off, Pause here briefly, be right back. Just double checking the stream, but it looks like it's all good. Oi, oi, oi. Just recenter the view. The times. Alright. Park and brake off. Let's roll. I also have a few other mods like the billboards and 3D signs and things like that for the real companies, which may be affecting performance a touch. So it's 30 along here.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then keep right. Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, I thought it said turn right and then keep left. So it's 55 along here.
Keep left.
Display's a little small to read. I'm missing my on-screen speedo thing, speed display. So I don't think this truck had the mod for the number plate, the driver number plate that hooks into. So it's hard to see what I've actually got the cruise control set to. I spent too long staring at the dash there. Is this guy going to let us out? That's the wrong button. I'm 2 to the horn. So that explains what the helicopter sound was. Hovering over that police incident back there. Also wonder if those front extra mirrors may be affecting my performance as such, because I don't have the front mirrors on other trucks. Or it might just be the extra load from the streaming, but I've done did an OBS test record just to the local drive, and it was fine. But no doubt will improve as we go. This is going to be the first stream, so it's going to be the roughest of them all, I'd hope, if we continue to do the VR.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Stuck in behind this bloke,
Exit right.
struggling to get up to speed.
Turn left.
Kind of a sunroof in this one. .30 through here. Past the BP. Got a full tank of fuel before we started, so no need for fuel. Back up to 55. Yeah, I think we might ditch this truck after this run and try a different one. Might try my old Kenworth, because that's a known quantity. But we'll make the delivery because it's still drivable. It's just dropping a few frames here and there, especially through the cities. But yeah, very detailed truck model.
Get ready to turn left.
But I might have to, I only just loaded this in
Turn
tonight,
left.
so I might do some more tests off stream with it. Maybe lose the front mirrors, see if they're slowing me down. It's definitely not the end of the world. And it is a nice truck to drive. Let's have a look from the outside. See if we can keep it in the lines. It's definitely the most modern looking of the trucks. Heading further east. Get over once this car's
Keep
passed.
left.
If anyone does pop into the chat, just let me know if there's sounds bad or anything like that, because I'm not 100% sure on the mix. And the police have got someone stopped. Throw the book at him.
Keep left.
And I do like the idea of those front mirrors. They're handy to see if there's anything coming up the side without having to do the big head turn, but yeah, they may just be hitting the performance a little much for us. Just that combined with VR, combined with the streaming and the second monitor running for OBS and everything else. This might all be adding up to be a little too much. We might go back and try our Kenworth after this, as that's a bit more of a known quantity for performance. So that's the truck I normally drive. Going past the wind farm. And we got the sleeper back there, all very well modelled. Some roadworks. Okay, coming up to our turn-off. Still got a little way to go past there.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
Now I'm coming. Make sure our cables get around the corner with us. Oops. A little bit heavy on the right foot through the past those buildings. It was 35. We're doing a little bit more than that. Not paying attention, but the speed on that GPS actually looks smaller than the stock GPSs in the trucks. And my eyes are not the best. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. and we are trying to follow the speed limits and the road rules and everything, but we do have the fines turned off currently. Train heading out with some containers.
Go straight on.
Past the donuts.
Go straight on.
Whew. Thought that cop was going to hit us. He was taking a wide turn. So we're off heading south now. The performance has definitely picked up since we left the city, but it's still a little lower than I would expect to see. There's the city limits.
Go straight on.
So we're still doing 55, we're not speeding. And that bloke's going a little slow. And down to 30.
Go straight on.
So we'll just follow this bus along. So we got our left turn up ahead. Is that cyan on the cyan on the dashboard's not easy to read in VR.
Turn left.
But they've obviously made it true to the truck, not to just make it easy for me to see with my eyes. Off towards Phoenix. See our drop-offs in the next town.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Alrighty. This is us.
Exit right. Turn right.
All good. Lights are good. And down to 30. There come the street lights.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, that frame rate is tanked.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
It's not like the cities, but whether
Get
it's
ready to turn left.
the complexity of drawing all the buildings and that in all the mirrors, the extra
Turn
mirrors.
left.
Are we in there or are we over here?
Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Absolutely, we've got our cables where they needed to go. I think we'll switch trucks. Alrighty. So before we finish that, just have another look in the back. Little microwave oven, bunks, TV. Definitely very well detailed. You know, the radio up there, the CB. There's the cubbies. Now let's drop off our load. Alrighty. Truck manager, where's that? There's also about 1 million things you can throw on that Mac. This one's ours. Drive it. Give the old girl another go. Alrighty, so we've lost our paint. It's okay. One of these buttons gets rid of that. Truck upgrades. Set GPS. Alrighty. Let's get the old girl a lick of paint.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, we've got our speed indicator back on the window, which is our lifesaver. And we can set our speed and our cruise control on the dash in front.
Go straight on.
Let's head down to the service centre. Get some paint for the old girl. Must have uninstalled the skin I had on there. Delivery from the workshop. I was tidying up some mods in the mod list before.
Go straight on.
Must have clicked the wrong one. That's okay. So again, in the city here, the performance is down a little bit. You get the very odd frame drop, but definitely not as bad as it was on the Mac. But to be fair, it is a different city, so can't say 100%. Something about this old Kenworth I do like. It's the old school simplicity of it. Plus a sunroof. Gotta love a sunroof. You know, the big air filters hanging off the side.
Go straight on.
Lots of chrome. What's not to like? How far away is this service centre?
Go straight on.
So we've left about a metre to the current front. They're still totally unsighted because of the nose.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Probably should have our headlights on at night time.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
We can go right on a red. Being that it's America. Alrighty.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Oh, okay, so you can do loads there as well. This one does it all. You can buy trucks, you can do your service, and you can haul a load. That'll be good. Two birds with one stone and all that. Just do any repairs we need while we're here. So it was just the tyres. Out of there. What do we have? Nice, and what about the white in a different colour maybe? Or maybe white. That'll do for now, we won't waste too long faffing around. Just needed a lick of paint. Okay. See what loads our Kenworth dealer has. One. It's not a lot of loads tonight. 104,000. That is a monster load, but look, we'll take it. Yep. She can handle it. Guess the old girl can handle it all right. Let's find a gear. Around the back. Oh, there it is. And Austin Power is 30.10. Do we hook up to the front there? Okay, so I guess it'll be easier if we just back in I'm going to knock their street light down. Let's load her up. Can't really see it from there. Alright, so we got 3 trucks. Don't think I've hauled one of these before. Let's do it.
Turn right.
We might have to wait for that truck to go so we can get a bit of a wide swing. We can turn right on the red, so even if we've got a red, if the traffic's cleared, we can have a go. Guess we could have also pulled up here in the left lane. Don't worry, Mr. Bus Driver, I'm not going to hit you. Alright. We didn't rip the street light down. That's a victory. Left, no one's coming. And away we go.
Keep left.
This one's going to be a long haul.
Keep left.
Just sit back and take in the scenery. Going from Southern California all the way up to Washington.
Keep left.
I'm kind of curious to see how long that'll take to do that run. Oh, it's over 1,000 miles. Good times.
Keep left.
And I don't have the fatigue simulation on. I figure if I can stay awake, I can stay awake. As I had nodded off at the wheel before, so I figure that's a fair compromise. Merge over, fellas.
Keep left.
All those trucks. So I'm guessing each one of those is actually a pivot where it connects onto the one in front. Sort of behave a bit more like the double pivot trailers than a standard single trailer. But here's the truck lane. Not that there's any traffic at this hour. The old girl's going to struggle. It's a lot of weight. Because we were flat to the floor then.
Keep left.
Don't really want to use the runaway. Better get across. So I don't think we're going to San Francisco. Looks like we are going left, not to the right. Either way, the middle lane gives us options.
Keep right.
Oh, we are going right, okay. I guess that's why we have a GPS, because I can't read a map. That's why that voice GPS is a lifesaver as well. Go on, get your hay truck moving. Once there's no cars coming, we'll go for the pass. Excuse me. Oh, sneezing in VR is not great. Oh. So we may need to stop for fuel on this run as well, being that it's over 1,000 miles. And we only got 3/4 of a tank to start with. But we'll see how we go. There's that Bakersfield down there. I do have the fabric wrap around the facial thing for the Oculus, but I actually cut it to fit so it actually gets the odd little thread that frays and just tickles the nose, so lots I need to improve that. Add it to the list. Do another flyby to kill some time. And of course we got to stop at the way station.
Finding a new route.
We got the 5-0 over there to stop someone as well. Try and keep it moving a little bit. We might. Don't want to be stuck at an off ramp all night. But it is hard to pick the lights out of the mirrors because there's the lights of that truck that's stopped there. We might need to just go for it. Interesting manoeuvres. What's this guy doing? Warming up his tyres. Don't do your little swerve now, champ. We're beside you. Pop back over once we're clear. Shooting star. Another shooting star. Maybe it's Martians.
Go straight on.
Another one. We're under attack. Another wind farm. Looks like roadworks over there. Maybe they're repairing the road where all the shooting stars are crashing into.
Go straight on.
Just checking that lane didn't force us to turn right. Just keep plugging away.
Go straight on.
Not too much to see during the night. Just have headlights, but it is pretty tranquil. Always time for a flyby. Well, I did also see a mod for a police scanner that actually pulled real world police radio messages allegedly, so I'm not sure if that'd be too hectic for a peaceful drive. There's the popo going past. I really hope it's not 55 all the way to Washington.
Go straight on.
Absolutely. Well, we're still heading north. We're going to be heading north for the whole trip. So we're going to turn off to the right up ahead a little ways.
Go straight on.
Past the Santa Cruz exit. This is us. Sacramento, right lanes. Tractor out in the fields.
Go straight on.
Not going to Oakland today. With the old Shell tankers holding people up. As we tear past with our blistering pace of 55. Are we clear? We are clear. Almost down to half a tank. And 750 odd miles to go.
Go straight on.
Spent about a quarter of a tank to do 300 miles. So we might actually be pretty close on fuel.
Go straight on.
But we definitely won't be risking it. We'll get back over once that van's passed. Which, yeah, we can definitely go a lot deeper into the trip before we start looking for fuel. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy there. Might be getting some rain perhaps. Welcome to Sacramento.
Go straight on. Keep left.
Let me give you an assist there, Mr. Truck Driver.
Go straight on.
Will do. Of course we have to stop. It wouldn't be a way station otherwise. I think I'm averaging about 2 out of 3 getting stopped at. Couldn't keep our roll going. Some planes flying around. Yeah, well, sorry car, you got 2 lanes. Go around. Sun's coming up. Oops. Doing 60. Bring it back down to 55. Nice sunrise. As we're powered through the night. Basically 55 all the way, except for the way stations. Another plane out there. Going past the Volvo. Looks like everything's working. Let me keep checking the ABS screen every once in a while just to be sure. The old Home Depot.
Go straight on.
Absolutely. On towards Reading. next city we come up to. Just dipped below half a tank, so still no need for fuel. $567 miles to go.
Go straight on. Keep left.
To Eureka. North to Portland.
Keep left.
So I'm guessing then we've already crossed over from California into the Oregon DLC map. If we're coming up on Portland. Off to Lake Boulevard. Now, while I would like to see Lake Boulevard, today is not the day. So comparing this old girl to the Mack Anthem, it's got the old style dials, which are actually a bit easier to read than the cyan blue LED ones. And things like the fuel are a bit bigger. So even if you can't read all the notches, you can see where the arrow is and see the fuel icon, so you know what you're looking at. But yeah, maybe if you get up the pixel density a bit more, or get one of the second gen VR headsets. This is still the Oculus CV1, the Rift. But this was a big step up from the DK2, so I'm guessing the new ones will be higher resolution as well, from all reports. Unfortunately, they don't have the physical IPD adjustment, and I've got a pretty big melon, and from what I read, my eyes would be just too wide for it, so it is a shame, as if it fitted my eyes, I'd have a Rift S with the inside-out tracking instead of this current setup with 3 cameras. 3 sensors. But this works fine. Just perhaps not as crisp as the new ones in the graphics. but the tracking's still spot on. And we are running the pixel density at, I think it's 1.8 times. Yeah, and I think I've turned bloom off in the config file, I think. Definitely not getting the big glare back off the street signs and things, but it is daytime, so we might need to test that at night time to be 100% sure. But
Go straight on.
is that Hornbrook we're going past? Over behind that little hill. And we're still sitting on 55. So it's about 600 miles an hour with 55 miles an hour. Only interrupted by the two way stations. But I think that is helping with our fuel economy. So once we got out of the city and onto the freeway, it appears to have improved quite a bit. Oh, 60 mile an hour. What a time to be alive. Let's put the foot down. Oh, and we can go past the way station. All our Christmases have come at once. And you'll notice the little blue thing on the dashboard. Gives us a green light when we can go past and a red light when we have to stop. Guess that's in case you miss the little heads up this message that comes up. Or maybe you can disable that and just go off the beeps. Not sure. Either way, nice detail. As we keep on plugging north to South Medford, eh? Medford's the next town we're going through. But we're not going to South Medford. We're going to Medford proper. The real Medford. Oops, and we're all over the road. Look, come straight out, champ. We do you solid. It's probably too late for him to come out anyway. Probably already started the stop, but we tried. Try to be a courteous road user. North to Eugene, which is still in Oregon. So we haven't crossed over into the Washington section yet, which was the latest DLC expansion. Another dude hauling, oh, he's hauling cable. We did cable on our first run. Excuse me. Forgot briefly we've got the trucks on us until I look out the window. See them in the mirror. Still 60. Oh, Motor City, eh? I'm not sure if it's coming through on the recording, but I do have a very slight crackle in the headset. And I am running with modded sounds, so not sure if that's related, but for the next run we might set them all back to stock and see if it persists. I guess it could even be the Oculus wigging out, but I haven't heard it ever before, so I'd be leaning more likely towards it being something with those mods. And we did enable about 5 new mods before we started, so couldn't even say which one it might be. Let's give these guys a hand to merge. Ruined our run of 60 mile an hour. Damn you, delivery truck. Let's resume the old cruise control. So apart from the way stations and leaving the first city where we did the pickup, back in California, we've barely touched the pedals. Got up to speed the first time, set the cruise control, and just been resuming. What is that big place down there? A big shopping complex from the look of it. I haven't been to this town. Yeah. Doesn't even have a name on the map. Get around the guy with his earth moving gear. We'll pull back in behind this tanker. If we clear the guy in the Mustang convertible, but he wants to put his foot down and block us out, so he can wait. Really is nice scenery in this neck of the woods. Woods being the operative word. Nice river. Plenty of greenery. I do like the horn sound though. And another stop at a way station. I guess no point accelerating up to 65 if we got to stop. Way station next right.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Got a portaloo at the way station. Would have thought they would have had one inside the little building. I guess unless that's not for the workers, but for the truck drivers. You know, the police have got this guy stopped with his earth mover. Alright, we've actually got a bit of clear road. And back to 60. We've got an RV park down there. That's what I like. You're never going to know what you're going to come across. Yeah, maybe a bit ambitious. Yeah, maybe a lot ambitious. Just keep an eye on the mirror in case you start closing on him again. There is a car back there we don't want to cut off. It would have been a little more than cutting off. Let's help old mate merge. What are we stopping for? Pumping the brakes, Mr. FedEx. Oh, don't go speeding now, because I'm doing the speed limit. Keep an eye out in case we've got to get off up here. No, straight shot. Are we clear though? Not quite, still got a little overlap. I don't really want to cut him off. But now this car's also doing a go slow. And we got a breakdown. The car's getting off. Okay, we'll move back over. 65 here, people. What are you doing? We're only doing 60 and we're passing people. Whole lot of earth moving equipment getting transported up this end of town.
Keep left.
Oh, what's the bus doing? Jinking. Through a dummy. Thought he was turning right for a second. Anyway, I think we're good. Ease up the speed. Oh, it is 55 again. No one's merging. Stop gun violence. So again, a few of the mods we've got most of them at Steam Workshop. We had the Mack Anthem and an engine sound mod for that. Those ones were not off the workshop. That was what we started with. I'm running some sound. That's one called Sound Fix. And there's also some engine upgrades for the default ATS truck engines. And got the 3D signs for the companies, for the real companies. Got real company trailers and fuel stations and that kind of thing. And there's another one for real billboards. And I believe it's a mod we're using to kill the police fines. But other than that, we're not running some massive list of 60 mods. I don't think I've even got a scroll bar in my mod list yet. But I do just enjoy the, well, I really like this Kenworth, so I haven't really been looking for truck mods. I spent a heap of time in Euro Truck Sim 2 as well. Basically, I think the second truck I drove was the Volvo. And I'm basically stuck with it ever since. I bought one of each of the others and fully upgraded them to give them a go, but then I let my AI drivers drive them around because I just kept going back to the Volvo. It's a bit the same with this one. Definitely not saying it's the best truck or anything like that, but it's the truck I enjoy driving the most, so I'm sticking with it. That Mack Anthem was nice, and I am keen to try the little Mack R, which should have a lot less power, be really old school. I think that'd be an interesting comparison. Even like the Mack R back to back with the Anthem. It's the old Mack and the new Mack. And see how they go. Doo 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 doo. Come on, get up the hill, you old girl. Smashing it. How long we got left? 160 miles, and we still got over a quarter of a tank, so we're going to make it easy.
Keep right.
A little sneaky Pete in behind the hay truck. I think we need to be too concerned about that 50 mile an hour speed limit going up here. A lot of bridges going across this river. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we can see all at once.
Keep left.
See if we can out-drag the hay truck. I dare say our load will be a little heavier than his bales of hay. I guess we're not really going to out-drag him if we're both sitting on 50.
Keep left.
We might just give it a mile an hour or two. A mile an hour or two, I should say. There's 51. See if we can get a clean pass. And up to 55.
Keep left.
Well, looks like he actually jumped in behind us in the left lane. Okay, how are we travelling? Whoops, that's the wrong button. Don't want to lock the differentials. Not at 55 mile an hour anyway. 109 miles to go. Oops. Speed's come down again. Might need to enable the beep for the speeding. I sometimes miss when the changes up and down if you're not laser beam focused on that speed reading. Doo 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 doo. 60 again.
Keep left.
We absolutely will keep left. Past Longview. North to Seattle. So we're definitely in Washington State. Turtle River, looking a little dry. And we won't be going off to Yakima East. Next name's not quite on the map yet. Aberdeen. Oh no, we're not going up to Aberdeen. Oh. Don't stare at the map when you're in traffic. Words to live by. That could have ended very badly. So we're turning off before we get to Aberdeen. Olympia will be the next town we hit. If I can read that size font, which is not a guarantee. Thank you, Mr. Enhool. That one hooks back around to the left to Aberdeen. It's not the one we want. Interesting building up in front, sticking up over the trees. I don't know if that's a church or something. Looks church-like in its design, but I'm no architect. Keeping left. I know we're going past Olympia. And then Tacoma is next, and that's our drop-off.
Keep left.
Oh, look, the time's flown by. Logging some serious miles in the old Kenworth. So if we can get fueled before we drop off, we will, so that we're fueled ready to go for whatever's next. I don't like leaving the trucks not fully fueled. So you jump in somewhere all keen to go and you go, need to stop for fuel.
Keep left.
So you go past the big dome.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Exit
right.
Exit 25. Get ourselves a tight turn. So I'd hate to lose our load after 1,000 miles. A lot of glare coming in. Thought we better look before we pull out into traffic. On to the port of Tacoma. There's a service station there, but it might be hard to access. I'll have a look as we go past.
Go straight on.
Yeah, that angle looks a bit tight for our load. Oh no, there's one over there. That'll work. Is that one even a service station, or is it just set dressing, as they say? Plenty of room out the back to turn around. Okay. Let's kill the old girl. Nice, our drivers are still making us money. Up to almost 3 million. Tell you what, as soon as you can afford to start hiring people, buy them a cheap truck and start hiring them. You don't see much return straight away, but once you build yourself a small little army of drivers, they really start paying off. And especially as they level up as well. Oops. No, we don't need to stop the engine, we won't be parking up for a sleep.
Reconfirm
Let's not crash our trucks. No, all through. On to the port of Tacoma. I should actually switch back to DX11 and give that another go. Because we are running the standard DX9 here just for a bit of stability,
Keep
but...
right, and then turn right.
Oh. Was I meant to take that lane? Oh, Lord, I hope not.
Turn right.
Oh. We might just roll in through the exit. I think we've made a absolute schmozzle out of that. Just watching that trailer at the back that we don't hit the yellow bollard, and at the front, same thing. Like I bought one. Kinda. Maybe. That's where we're parking over there. We can squeezy through here. Just straight line it, or I think we can park this one, provided I don't run into a shipping container. But anything's on the cards at this stage. And we're there. Brakes on. Uncouple the trailer. 1,124 miles. And that took us about an hour and a half. Wee, oi, oi. Truckload of XP though. Let's drive. How do we get out of here? Oh, they got some pipes there. Yeah. Let's try that again. It's a bit of a maze. That's all blocked off. We're going back around. Is that us? Oh, we're meant to be over the other side, are we? That's right, we came in the out lanes. Might actually head across to Texaco. Get another location yellow on the map and see what they got. If they got a short haul we can do to round off the evening. Hello, Texaco. Okay. Ooh, Flagstaff. That's way too big. Northern California. It's not paying well, but look, we'll take it. We'll take it. Where are we going on the map? With our little radar? Over there. The old Texaco. Everything looks like it's still running, so I think we're still streaming. Let's get a wide swing in here. So we've got that centre pole, so we want to be straight by the time we get down there.
Turn
Clear
right.
to the right. On our way back to California. Basically at the 2-hour mark of the stream, so I'll be able to time this run. So I'll have to watch this back and make sure it's all worked, or bits
Go
thereof.
straight on, and then keep right.
But it will be good if it has worked. There's going to be a lot more options for things I can stream.
Keep right, and then turn right.
$60 it is. Back past the big dome. Whatever that is.
Keep left.
This trailer definitely feels a lot lighter than those 3 trucks we were hauling. The old girl's doing it a lot easier.
Keep left.
With the guy with the log carriers turning off, either that or he's going to make a hell of a move back out. He's off to Aberdeen. Sun peeking through the trees. That is a very nice sun effect. With the, what are they called? The sun rays. Do we have a clock in this thing? 7:55. Wonder if that's AM or PM. I'm guessing PM. I guess they probably expect you to know that by yourself. Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. It's 420 odd miles to go. Now, I used to always drive with that one up in VR before they had the voice commands, so you could actually see what you were doing at all times without having to keep looking over. But the voice GPS in the latest 1.35 for American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim lets you turn that off and get more realism without having to worry about missing your turn-offs. The GPS tells you where you got to go, much like in a real car. This one's south to Portland, which is Oregon, so we're only just across the border into Washington from the looks of it. I do believe the street signs, the freeway markers, the signs have the same signage for each state as well, if you know what they are, but I don't, so pretty much just pointless information. What's the go, Mr. UPS? I thought your stuff had to be there in a hurry. Well, to be fair to him, it might be the one in front that's doing the go slow.
Keep left.
Someone doing emergency glass repairs. Oh, no. The bridge is up. Holy heck, I have not seen that before. Does explain where everyone was stopped. Are we safe here? Geez, I think there's a bit of magic there, or the old Kenworth was going to be having a wash. Because I think the trailer essentially held us up there in zero gravity. Yeah, buddy, you were almost in the drink. I guess they've got that set so you can't, the road must still be there but just be invisible. Just want to see where the boat's at. Is the boat actually going to move and go through there, or? Whoops, wrong button. Or does it not like us being this far up? Do we need to come back a bit maybe? Oh. Just straighten the wheel up. Maybe we need to get back behind the line. But we do have cars and that behind us though, so bridge definitely doesn't look like it's moving. And I must say I've never seen that before, so I've got no idea how long it takes. Well, that's a new one for the books. That boat definitely isn't moving. Let me get over in this other lane maybe. Not sure what else we can do really. If we get back behind the line and it still won't go. Going the wrong way. My reversing skills are horrendous. Okay, so we're back with everyone else. Is the bridge going to go now? Ah, now. Okay, we were holding it up. So sorry about that everyone, we were holding the boat up. Now the bridge will start coming down. Okay, good to know for next time. Got to be behind the boom gates. So luckily these guys left this one lane clear so we could back up. And she's coming back down. I've never actually seen the bridge go up before, so I'm kind of glad it happened. Now we can have a drag race across the bridge. Ah, smoking them.
Keep left.
£50 mph it is. 55. So we averted disaster there. We wasted a fair bit of time trying to work it out, but at least now we know for the future. You see those lights at the bridge? Stop. And like most of these things, you get it wrong the first couple of times, then you work it out. But lucky we didn't end up in the water though. Just a saving grace might have been the weight of the trailer on the hitch over the back wheels. Because the old fronts were definitely over the edge of the bridge. Oops, 50 mph. No one saw us speeding. It's all good. Heading on towards Salem. And this is one of the nicest bridges at night time. This one's all lit up. If you can see the lane markers. It's the purple and pink lighting on the bridge is very nice.
Keep right.
Oops. Keep right, not drift left. Off towards Salem. 55 it is. If I had $1 for every mile we've done at 55 tonight, I wouldn't need to be hauling loads. Can't remember if I have beacons on this one. No, we don't.
Keep left.
Because I do have a button map for it. You normally see it in the trees off to the side. So we're not going down into Salem, I'm just blowing past. Heading back south. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. South to Eugene. $300 miles to go. Would be good if you could get that information at the bottom, the ETA and your miles and everything on the in-dash GPS. Let's give the police some room. Let's not crowd them. Albany Bend, 1 mile. We missed the speed bump up to 60. So I know we can turn a beep on for overspeed. It'd almost be good if there was a beep for just speed changes, so you could catch the ups and the downs. Because as good as the that large speed readout is on the windscreen, if you're not paying attention to it, you can still miss them. Blowing past Eugene. Back to 55. Itchy nose still. So we haven't actually been into Eugene. Driven past it every time. Do 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 do. Well, van's pulling off to Springfield. Say hi to Homer and the gang. Not sure why this bloke's sitting in this lane doing 55. The car speed limit is 60. Because he's turning off would be the answer. And a great answer it is. This is why we didn't start flashing the high beams and blasting with the air horns. We don't want to induce road rage in such a peaceful game with all the tranquility, but we will go past this truck. $65. Good times. Wonder when that changed and I missed it. It's a well illuminated truck stop. Another one over here. Oops, back to 60, back to 55. If that car goes past, we'll pull over, or if we get clear of him, we'll pull over. Either way, we need to get out of this lane. So we've got a way station coming up, and if history's any guide, we'll be stopping at it. Yep, like clockwork. As I was saying, you can see our little indicator on the windscreen's gone red, telling us red to stop.
Rerouting.
Yes, I am familiar with truck scales by this stage. Come on, champ, keep going. $35 tons of goodness.
Go straight on.
What's that, roadside maintenance? While we're here, I will do a little 360 through here and just get this
Never mind. I'll find a
rest
new
stop marked on the map as yellow. So we visited.
Finding a new route. Okay? Let's find a new route.
So
Finding a new route. Rerouting. Never
Only
mind.
add a couple of
I'll
seconds
find a
to
new
our
route.
trip.
Go straight on.
Not sure why the trucks pull in and go through the bypass. Unless the AI can get waved off if there's already someone on the scales, but we never get waved off. Oh, that's a brutal merge. That was savage. Now once this truck gets past, we'll pull out ourselves and get past this bloke. I understand if you're going that slow, you probably don't want to stop and have to get started again from scratch. But still, it's not the best merge I've ever seen him do. Or the AI do, I should say. Cloudy skies, not a lot of stars in the sunroof, and up to 65, good times. Let's put the hammer down. Why is no one doing 65? What town's that down there? Oh, no idea. It's that big one that's not named on the map. It's just a rest area and a service station. Not actually a city or town, however the case may be. And whoops, we're meant to be doing 60. Let's get back over. Ah, and of course the lane ends as soon as we get back over. 65, oh 60 again, okay. That's why the beep for the speed changes will be good, because you get those rapid fire changes in some of those sections where it's almost like it's literally 2 or 3 car lengths or truck lengths, then you change speed again. But not the end of the world. Still making good time. We got a tower up there on the hill. Oh, we're back up to 65. Why not? Although it would appear no one else is going 65. And of course back to 60, why not? Another Volvo. We might stay over here and knock it in this guy's merge way, but I guess he's waiting for the Volvo anyway, so try to be nice, but it doesn't always work out due to circumstances outside our control. So 10 past 5 in the morning, we've got the sun coming up. That's the wrong button, sorry. Didn't mean to blast them all. Still a little dark to be turning off the headlights though. Sunrise coming from over there. It feels like you close up just enough that you're going to hit these cars, then they get out of the brakes and start going again. This bloke's turning off. Might be why he's been doing a bit of a go slow. Do 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 do. Now I'm past Medford, heading on towards Reading. Time for a flyby. So just hauling our Texaco tanker. Da 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 da. I need to pick a paint job with something on the hood, so I've actually got something to look at, not just the straight black paint. Yay, we got a green light. Bypass the way station, and I will bypass it. Don't worry about that. Don't have to tell us twice. We got the police helicopter up there, which means they'll have the road blocked. What are you doing? What are you doing? Slowing down for a bus full of looky-loos. We've got deliveries to make. We've got time to be watching the police activities. Welcome to California. Fantastic. So we've left Washington, we've crossed through Oregon, and we're in California now. 18 miles to go. We will be there momentarily. Oh, the Popo are out again. 5-0's been on fire tonight. Let's give them a bit of room. Not crowd the boys in blue. They're out doing their job. Keeping the roads safe.
Keep right, and then exit right.
This is us. Hornbrook it is.
Turn right.
And we're good. Let's not rip open the tanker on that concrete block there. It's not in the evening in a raging inferno. Roadwork ahead.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Oh, okay. We've come in the wrong way. Sorry, our spot there, but it's the other way around, so I was expecting us to come in and do a loop, which we'll do now. Thanks, Mr. Texaco. Hot air balloons out there. Enjoying the early morning. like I bought one. Alrighty. Brakes on. Drop it off. And we are there. Another 483 miles. So we've pulled about 1,600 miles plus tonight. Oh, is it? Thanks for the heads up. I mustn't have updated an OBS when I set it. I will fix that for next time. So we're apparently in the wrong game category, which sucks. However, that's where we're going to wrap for the evening, so let me see if I can work this out. So I'm using the mic in the riff, so I can't really take it off while I'm talking, so that's the end of this one for American Truck Sim. First go in VR. I'm not sure how it's worked. I'll have to watch it and find out. Yeah, if you want to catch more of the live streams, you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/mh76gaming. If you want to be notified before we go live, follow the Twitter at mh76gaming. And after each stream, there's a better quality 1080p uploaded to YouTube. Just search MH76gaming there. Each game's in a playlist. Make it easy to find. That's about it. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. See ya.